Hello, creative ones. This is Robin Dudley House, the Artsy Bohemian. I am in my studio in Los Angeles, California, and I have a gift for you. It's my secret resource guide for the unconventional journal and paper crafter. These resources are resources that I use all the time, and they've taken years to accumulate. So those of you who have never signed up for my online school or who have never signed up for any of my classes, this is a gift for you. Those of you who already belong to my online school probably already have this. You'll get an email once you sign up, the link below, and you can download this for yourself and then print it out like I have. I've made it into this cute little pamphlet. Now, since you're signing up for my newsletter, just know that you won't be bombarded by emails, only inspiration. Thank you. Hello, creative ones. It's Robin Dudley House, the Artsy Bohemian. I am here today. It's once again the monthly Artsy Boutique, and I have layers of things that I will reveal. And yeah, I hope you enjoy all the goodies that I am going to be presenting you. Some junk journal kits and things like this. This is like 1980s probably jewelry. It's great jewelry to make those really cool Christmas trees. You know, the Christmas trees, you can glue all of the elements onto a cone. It's like a paper mache cone. If I can find a picture, I will put it in the listing so you can know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm selling loads of it. And, I mean, some of you could even use some of these things for, you know, junk jewelry. I mean, for your junk journals to hang on your junk journals. So I coordinated them by color. So this one obviously is rainbow. There are a bazillion pieces in here. There's at least a pound of jewelry, and I don't need it right now. So I've had it for a few years, and I'm just, like I said, like you know, I'm getting rid of things. So yeah, there'll be more detailed pictures in my Etsy store. The sale is today at 5 o'clock, like every month. 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I live on the West Coast in United States. So just look it up if you don't know the time zones. And yeah, so this will be listed. And then I have one that is in mostly blacks and whites. Some of this stuff I can't believe people wore. I mean, I wore big chunky jewelry, but some things I look at it, I'm like, how did the ear not fall off wearing this stuff? Like, look at this. This is crazy. It's like a taco or something. Who thought of that? Okay, so this one is, like I said, blacks and whites. Mostly black. This is kind of interesting. These pretty birds. Some kind of, you know, acrylic probably. So there'll be more pictures in my store. Yeah, great for mosaics. Okay, so I wanted to show you the project that we'll be working on in the next 2 weeks. Isn't she adorable? This is all ribbon embroidery that I'm going to show you how to do. And don't be intimidated. I show you very slowly and methodically how to do it. And I give you a list of supplies. You'll have, I'm doing it in 2 parts because it took quite long to make. I'll give you a pattern, and it's going to be a needle keep. We're going to learn really tiny sequins embroidery, and then this floral little bouquet on a Sunbonnet Sue. And then I'm probably going to make a needle keep book from this ticking that I have coffee dyed, and I will show all of that to you next week and the week after. All right, so now we get on to what's for sale again in the Etsy store. I wanted to show you this. Isn't this funny? My mother gave me a bunch of old postcards in the last month or so, and I found this and I thought, wow, it didn't even occur to me that it was, you know, maybe subconsciously I just picked up on this, and that's why I decided to do the Sunbonnet Sue series. But isn't she beautiful? I just love this illustration. I love the greens and these dainty little roses. And it says, "Your sunbonnet hides a sweet smile. Could I see it? Ah, the rose in your hand. How I wish I could be it." It's so corny. And it says you can cut this out. Cut out figure and paste on back of easel. It was a postcard. I'm not selling it because I think it's just so pretty. But I am selling these lots of postcards. They're very, very old, and also some cabinet cards. Most everything, all of these are over 100 years old. Those of you who don't know cabinet cards, you can Google them. They started doing this type of photography in the 1800s, and it became really popular in the turn of the century, late 1800s, early 1900s. So these are authentic. They're on this really hard cardboard, and I love the back mostly. I love the graphics on the backs that they used to do. I think they're gorgeous. So this one is all Christmas cards, postcards, and they're the real deal. They're all old, very, very old. They're listed in my store, and I'm going to have a really good price on them. Like I said, they're pretty much all of them are over 100 years old. So you'll get all of these old postcards. There's one that I really like in here. Oh, I love this one, and I love, that's really cute, the Silent Night one. Anyway, you'll get those and these 3 cabinet cards. And then the next lot of antique postcards, I think there's at least 13 or so of the Christmas ones, and there's probably 20 of these. I can't remember exactly, but these are adorable too. They're all Valentine's, all original. So pretty, some of the graphics. And I'll have a good price on these. Eventually I'm going to be able to make digitals of some of the more special ones, like the Sunbonnet Sue, and have them for sale on my Etsy store. That's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. So yeah, these will be for a good price, and they'll be in my Etsy store tonight. And then this, you know, I have Tuesday tutorials every Tuesday, and I'm starting to things are starting to pile up, and it's kind of hard for me to get rid of some of the things that I make, like this one particular thing I'm going to show you. But I'm ready. I'm okay with it, and I'm adding some extra goodies to it. So it's this got a lot of people like this project. So if you want to make something like this, and I'm going to open it up and show you what's inside, then I have a tutorial for you, but I am going to be selling this one. And along with this, you're going to get one of those sweet little clothespin paper dolls that we just got through making. And there's a tutorial on this as well. And the lighting is kind of dim here. So this is a clothespin. And you're also going to get a very, very, very old doll dress. It's all wrinkled, has really tiny pearls here. This tulle ribbon ruffle on the bottom, and then a sash. So cute. This kind of satin. So adorable. And then this hanger. This is a newer hanger, and I put a little washi rose on there so you can hang that up. And you're also going to get 3 old doilies with this bundle. This one's pretty amazing. It was a collar, a crocheted collar with the crocheted button. These are pretty for, you could use these with your junk journals, or you could also make purses with them, really funky gypsy kind of purses. And then this beautiful ivory colored doily, and this one here. This one's fairly big. This is kind of a square. This one looks a little bit newer to me, but it still feels like it was made with maybe a poly cotton blend. These ones were definitely cotton. And then this is the other thing that you will be getting. This is a kind of a pocket envelope journal that I showed you how to make a few months ago out of a file folder. And I mentioned, I think I saw somebody else do it and I did my rendition of it. I can't remember who it was, but I did give them credit. So this is what it is. You'll be getting this cute little clothespin, and this one as well. It opens here. This is all vintage. And there's a pocket here with some goodies in it. This is a sticker from Victorian Trading Company. That's not old. This is a digital download that I just made into a journaling card, or you can use it for buttons. And then a very vintage sheet of French book page in this cute little pocket. And then it opens up like this, and there's a book inside, and there's some old, I put some very old kind of funky advertising cards in there. So there's a pocket here with lace. It's all, everything has lace on it, and it's all old lace. This is a mishmash of collage papers that have already been torn so that you can add them to a journal to do some collage. They're made to look old. These are not old. These are renditions. These are copies of old papers. Then a tag that I cut out and some other little tags. I believe this is from my porch prints, and a little gypsy caravan. And then there's a book inside, and it's made with some vintage paper and also some dyed paper that I bought from an Etsy seller. And it's very simple. I didn't do any pockets. It has a few tabs in there, and you can actually write in it. And like I said, there's a tutorial on this. This is one of the old weird scrapbook pages. And then there's this here, this side part, and the flap opens here, and there's more. There's a pocket or a little side tuck, another sticker, another old, very, very, very old. These are so old that they're torn on the sides. And this is a newer sheet of paper that you can use for your junk journal. And these are some transfers that I did a tutorial on maybe about a year ago. So that's one of the Eiffel Tower, and this is the Gypsy Lady. So I'm giving those to you to use in your journals. And there is another pocket here. And these are some copies of old papers. They're not old, but they look old. And then in the back, there's another pocket with a flap, like that, and more pockets here. So I just took an old elementary tag or card that the kids would write on, and I made a tag out of it with some Hug Snug. And here's another journaling card. I distressed it to make it look old. This is a a package of stickers. They're like little, they're not washi, they might be washi stickers. And it's from your creative studio. They had given me a package a couple times. So if you go to yourcreativestudio.com, they have kits that you can buy. And everything's made to look vintage. And then here's an original postcard. Isn't that adorable? I got it at an antique store, a local antique store. Looks like they were, maybe it was for the Rose Parade in Pasadena. So cute. So those are the things that you will get in this cute little bundle. So I'm so happy that you guys like these things because it's fun to put together. They're kind of a lot of work, but I really enjoy doing it, and I'm so happy at the response. Everything sells out within minutes, so if you want to get in on any of this, you need to set your timer, and I'm not kidding, I'm not being silly about this. If you really do want something, you need to set your timer, and everything goes on sale exactly at 5 o'clock p.m. The things that sell the quickest are all the junk journal type of stuff and the kits. So, FYI. So, you'll get all of this adorableness in a pack. And then the next thing is a pink kit. You guys seem to like the pink, so what you'll be getting with this is this beautiful, this is a new file folder, but you'll be getting this file folder with some sparkly cardstock and some vintage lined ledger paper with those cool numbers on it. You'll also get in this bundle these funky little ballerina slippers. They're children's. They've never been worn, but I thought they'd be fun to alter. Especially you could make really pretty Christmas ornaments or displays with them. And this funky little plastic, it's not glass. I don't think it's glass or acrylic cabochon that you can play around with. And then also you're going to get one of my other adorable little paper doll clips. This is a paper clip, and they're a little difficult to put off and on, but you just slide them on to the side. These are stickers again from the Victorian Trading Company. And this is some really beautiful, it's like a blush pink trim. There's a good 2 feet of that on here. And then here's some watercolor cardstock that you can use in a journal. One of my handmade little felt flowers. I made this little like textile bundle. So this is one of the dies from Stamping Up, I believe, and I made this a long time ago out of felt and then layered it. This is a vintage card with mother of pearl buckles on it, a kind of shabby, distressed looking little doily in the pinks, and then because I make kits all the time, I always have leftovers, so these are just little bits that have the pinks and the blues in them. You could make kind of a little quilt if you wanted to make a quilt looking or collage looking book cover, journal cover. And then this really pretty doily, it's a heart. It's not new, it's from China, but it's still really pretty. You can dye this because it's 100% cotton. You can coffee dye it or tea dye it or any color you want, or you can avocado dye it. That would be interesting. If you do that, let me know. And then this is amazing. This is really hard for me to get rid of, but it's this gorgeous vintage rickrack, and it has a hint of gold thread in it. And there's I believe I put a yard in that for you. And then a little tin full of vintage buttons. Most all of them are vintage. They're super cute. Look at this cute little duck. Probably for a little baby. These are some very old glass charms. They're flowers, and they have a wire in them. I believe they're from Japan. Probably from the 40s or 50s. So there's a couple of those in there. This really beautiful pink. Pink buttons, old ones, are not easy to come by. And then some little tiny plastic cabochons that you can use on your little dolls if you want to. The ones that we've been playing with. Yeah, there's some really pretty little vintage buttons in here and charms, like I said. And these little cabochons get everywhere. Cabochons, by the way, have a flat back on them, so you can glue them onto things. And you will also get with this bundle some really gorgeous 6 or 7 inch wide pink lace. This is newer. A little pack with some pink feathers, and I'm going to put some more goodies in there. I'll probably have some of these things in there with some really pretty pink flowers. And then also you get this amazing embroidered vintage. I don't really know what it was used for. It was probably used for show, because who would use this? Maybe it was supposed to be a washcloth or towel. I don't know. Anybody who knows what these were used for, let me know in the comments down below. But isn't it adorable? This beautiful, all this hand crocheted trim, and then all the embroidery that's on here, and it's in great shape. So we get that. And this is newer. This is a really pretty piece of ribbon. Had to add that because it has the pink in it. And then this is gorgeous. I just went to a flea market recently, and I found a lady who had tons of different doilies and stuff, and she had these. It looks like somebody made these. They're probably, I think it was a set of 4 napkins, and it's very shabby chic, this beautiful paisley pink color. So I thought this would be cool. You could probably make 2 journal covers out of just this piece. It's a canvas fabric, and so it's thick enough for you to make a really cool either needle keep or a junk journal. So isn't that fun? I love it. And those of you who buy kits from me know that I put a lot of time and effort into the packaging. I love doing that part too. So it looks like a gift when you get it from me. All right, so I have a couple more things, and then we'll be done. Okay, so those of you who love making junk journals are probably going to love this. I'm going to have 3 of these sets. They're all pretty much the same with different, little bit of a variation. So to begin with, you'll be getting 2 file folders. I know that's not a big deal, but you know, some of you don't have that. So you're going to be getting file folders because they'll be going along with the little sunbonnet Sues that we just made. So I'm going to be selling the sunbonnet Sues. The video on how to make those I'll be putting a link to. So I don't need, this is kind of confusing probably. So each one will get a vintage gutted book of sorts. So you'll be getting one of these, and these are great to just put into a junk journal, or you can use them on their own. This one has a little piece of journal jewelry, and just take that off, and has some tattered papers in there. You can write little notes. And you'll also get one of my hand-stamped clothespins. You'll get a set of really tiny, tiny sequins in the colors that are similar to the dress. So there's some very pale blue, a bright red, and you'll also, each one of these kits, you'll get an acrylic heart button in this little container. This goes over here. And you'll get a card that I have coffee dyed. It's a time card. You can use this in your junk journal. And there's a hand stitched, I took a vintage yo-yo and stitched a crocheted flower with a button on there. and on top of that is 5 yards of the baker's twine, about 2 feet of this trim, and then this vintage trim. This is about 2 feet of eyelet trim. So this is really cool. This is not, it's kind of hard to find. And it's all put together with a pin. So everything I put together for the kits, I try to utilize it so that you are able to reuse it for your junk journal. There's 3 cutouts of some vintage text. This isn't vintage, but you can use these to make more dolls if you want, or use them as decorations in your journal. A little itty bitty envelope. Isn't that cute? Little bag. Cheetah. I stamped with the stamp from Red Lead this right here onto one of the coin envelopes. You're going to get 3 of those. And then I still have a bunch of these from Target when they came out, and they were probably sold out of them to all the junk journals, but you'll be getting one of those. And also another, this is a doily cotton that you can dye, and it comes, this particular kit comes with a gutted vintage ledger book. It's not super old, but it's pretty old, and it says record right there, and it's super sturdy. So I do have a video showing you how to take old books and making them into a junk journal. So I will try to remember to put that down in the link below. So you'll get all of this and 2 of the file folders. It's a great way to start a junk journal. And the same for these. So you'll get the same, but the book's going to be different. So for this one, the colors are similar to what's on this Sunbonnet Sue, and it's very like a pale aqua and red with another red acrylic heart button and clothespin. This one has a little gold clothespin that helps you close the book, and then this one is more vintage looking and has hand-dyed, coffee-dyed pages. And has more stamping and a couple pockets and stuff. Not too elaborate, but just some cute hand-stamped words. Some of the stamps are from Red Lead Paperworks, or Stamping Up. It's really cute, and I punched the edges so they're curved. So that's what you get in that. And there's a pocket on this side. This one has a little bit of the yo-yo's a little different on the back. The scallops and the coin envelopes and the cheetah envelope or bag. Target, doily, and this is pretty old. It's a gutted English language book, and there's a few pages in there still. 1867. Very hard. You can repurpose this and make a really cool junk journal with that. And then this one, same thing. This Sunbonnet Sue has an old earring clip holding the book together, and simple pages and a little pocket on the side with a little notebook there. And this has a really cool book that goes with it in like a dark green. The colors on this are like a interesting kind of chartreuse sequin and red, and the red heart button, and then a normal music course introductory reader. And this is, again, it's very hard. Really cool advertising on it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my Etsy store tonight. I will leave the link down below for my store, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!